All right, good morning, FGC.
Is it that time already?
Oh, it's that time. It's that time. It's the only reason we're here today, to tell you the truth. So the spring update happened yesterday. I watched it live. I wanted to get through it, and I gotta say, the Capcom guys, they didn't like give you a lot of fluff. They kind of just came in. The Zed thing, I thought he was gonna do like some music for one of the characters. Not the case. He's making some kind of clothes, and they went right into it. And so are we. Have you seen this already?
I saw the Akira trailer.
All right,
I haven't seen the Oro stuff.
So we got.
Oh, and I saw bits and pieces of them showing off Rose as well.
All right, so let's check out Oro. He is fighting with one hand. He's holding his turtle at the same time.
技を見ていきましょう。まず一目でわかるポイントとして、今回はペットの亀を持った状態で戦います。オロとどちらもバトル中の動きに注目してみてください。それではオロの通常技と特殊技です。ローズと同様、過去作の再現と新しく作った技があります。
Yeah, it looks like Oro.
Yeah. Give you the what you know, and then they give you the extra.
オロといえば真っ先に思い浮かぶ通常技は立ち中パンチですかね。ストリートファイター5でも当てるとコンボが狙える性能になっています。
Yeah.
NBC2 combo.
しゃがみ強パンチはやや斜め上を攻撃する技になりました。対空技として使える技です。スト3シリーズのリープアタックも特殊技として再現しています。足元の攻撃を避けながらの攻撃となります。また、オロの特徴である二段ジャンプも
I think it's a nice touch having the Turtle Hermit have an actual
5ではど
turtle
んな効果を
I agree.
and a double jump, which is just OP. Like you know how abusive that's
必
gonna
殺
be.
技はスト3シリーズの技すべてと
Got a DP, got a one-hand
つら
fireball.
め毛足という
Did he
新
have
たな
a
技を習
fireball?
得しています。
Like a one-hand
Yeah,
fireball?
his critical art was a fireball. I don't think he had a fireball outright.
Yeah, I don't think he just had one outright.
牽
And
制
this
や
is his
コン
like
ボに役立つ性
tatsu,
能
I guess
に
you
なっ
could
てい
say,
ます。
which is pretty funny. Cause you can whip it all
さん
day.
は相手を
Probably
打ち上げ、さらに追撃することができます。
that looks pretty powerful. I wonder how strong these moves are, what the scaling on him is.
次に
Looking
V
good
シ
for
ステム
somebody
を
who's
紹
probably
介
like
したいと
200
思
years
いま
old.
す。V スキル1は
He's like 100 and something, I think.
このヤギの玉を少し小さくした飛び道
He
具
was
です。
130 plus.
出るまでは遅いですが、出てし
Yeah,
まう。
and that was in Third Strike. This is a little bit before Third Strike, so or Street Fighter 3, I should say.
Oh, look at the mix-up from a booger. And did you see the fact that it could negate a
V
fireball
スキル2は
Yeah.
and then get
新
his
しい技
fireball
です。
thrown? Kind of like
回
Ed.
転しながら
a
小さくジャンプを行い、そこからパンチとキックを追加入力す
One
る
of
こ
does
と
that
で
have any
派
kind
生
of
技が得れ
special?
ます。
Ooh, nice.
V トリガー1は飛信力になります。発動後は地上と空中で強力なコマンド
Oh,
が
oh, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
That's V trigger 1. So if he catches you in the air of V trigger 1, that's how it is. So, and that's ground V trigger 1.
V トリガー2は
And
天
then
狗
back
石
to
です
kicking a
ね。
nose.
オロが攻撃した後に
V
さら
trigger
に
2
追
looks
撃する
very
アイテムが背後についてい
you
ます。
see, this is what I was expecting to be
ア
a
イテム
super,
を
right?
絡めたコンボや連携
Yeah, that looks like what's her name? Oh, I see the Shawn basketball.
Yeah.
It looks like what's her name? Manats.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely got some manaz in there.
それでは基本コンボを見てみましょう。
Kind of works in a similar fashion.
Oh, let's show you some basic combos, like destroying the person. Like,
I wonder what
let's
the
show you some
interaction
basic
between him-
combos. All right, we're gonna do this thing. This is
Oh,
a
no,
basic
he got
like
V-trigger?
SNK combo.
If he does that with V trigger, I wonder does he get the grab?
はい、いかがでしたでしょうか。過去
So what
作
do we
のス
think?
ーパ
We
ーツや
think
二
he's
段
pretty
ジャンプ
pretty darn good. So that is Oro, right? Let's get to Rose. Have you seen Rose?
I saw Rose. Rose seems very, Rose. They didn't really like do much to like change her too much.
When he gets to her V triggers and her V skill, I think they might have gone a little further because she has the alpha custom, which looks like it's gonna be OP as shit.
Double hits and stuff.
Oh my god, it's just this card. She can buff her damage, she can buff her defense,
and she can also nerf the opponent. Your
so
damage just doesn't do anything anymore. That I love it.
So apparently, she's able to, at some point, like your card might not come out or something like that.
Yep.
So she shuffles the deck every round, so you might not get the same buff or nerf that you.
緑と紫は相手にカードを投げつけ、相手を弱体
Green
化する
cards,
カードです。投げたカードはガードされた場合でも効果が発動するのが特徴です。緑の塔のカードは相手の攻撃力ダウン。
So look how much damage he does if you have that on. Bam, bam, same combo. So you can basically survive.
死神のカードはローズの攻撃による削りダメージが増
She
加し
puts
ま
the
す。
buff on. Chip damage is super.
All day purple death card chip damage. Look at it.
下と
Very
中間地
complicated.
中
There's
期
gonna be
同乗しの
some skill to
同
play
調
player.
シャッフルで他のカ
I
ー
can
ド
see a
を
lot
チェン
of
ジすることができます
Urian characters picking her up.
状況に合わせて4種類のカードを使い分けてみてください。
You gotta see how strong she is, because Manat is just so strong, right?
V トリガー1は画面をワープする専用の技が使えるようになります。
Manat is like easy mode in this game.
ワープの電1は画面の後方、相手の真後ろ、相手の後ろ斜め上の3箇所となります。
Yeah, this looks kind of OP. The fact that she can be triggered
このワープ
disappear.
はほぼ全ての必殺技からキャンセル発動でき、さらに空中でも発動するこ
The
とができ
warp
ま
looks
her-
like it's
And her Sky
amazing.
Ender is pretty nasty. And that's without using EX.
す。ソウルスパークと一緒に
Trap setups, man.
ジャンプ中にいきなり相手の背後に回り込んで混合したり
AI vibes from this.
と動きの幅がとても広がる V トリガーになっています。
Yeah.
V スキル2はストリートファイター4
She
シリー
does
ズ
the sub combo
ソ
without
ウルサ
doing
テ
the
ライ
sub
ト
combo.
です。V スキルになったことで発動まで少し時間がかかるようになりましたが、被弾が出てしまえば強力な連携を狙い
I don't
ま
just
す。
want one ball, I want two
一度
balls.
の発動で一つ被弾がつき、二つまでつけることが
There
で
we
き
go.
ます。
That's the Rose I
ソウル
remember.
パニッシュと絡めて安全な状況を作ったり、被弾を盾に無理やり攻め込んでみましょう。
You can take one of the balls, post it out at the bluff, get under it, get over a fireball.
Here we
And
go.
this is what everybody's gonna be
追
using.
従する分
This
身
is
が発
Capcom
生し、
Cup
今
2021
回
right
が
here.
攻撃した箇所を分身が再度
All
攻
Capcom
撃するようになるので、いろいろな技を
We know it.
コンボが
We
狙
know
え
what's gonna happen.
And they're not even
発動
showing
中
the
は
OP
飛び
stuff,
道
I
具の
guarantee.
必殺技が
Nope, not at all.
同じ通常技を2回以上当てると
So we don't have the
相
Yun in
手
the
が
game,
空
so
中
this is
この
like
ブイト
taking
リ
the
ガー
place
に
of
は
some
特殊
kind
な
of.
仕掛けがたくさん組み込まれています。
What really got me is the fact that
研
you
究
get
しがいのある V トリガーにな
That's
っているの
crazy.
で、ぜひ試して
So
みてく
bam,
だ
hit
さい。
hit. Soul spiral, soul spiral. This is pretty donkey.
ソウルイリュージョンを絡めた
And
コン
both
ボ
of
は
her
こんな感
B
じで
triggers are only 2 bars.
That's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out with it only being 2 bars.
タロットカードは
I'm kind of glad that it's only 2 bars because some of the stuff
運
looks
勢を占ってみるのもいい
2
かもしれないです
bars.
ね。
I mean, at least it would take her a long time to get to. I like 3 bars.
さて、今回はローズの V システムの詳細について紹介させていただきましたが、いかがだった
Because
で
then
し
you
ょう
can
か。
only use, like, she can technically get 2 B triggers
V
a
シス
match
テムは癖のある技が多い
with,
ですが、
with a
ロ
2 bar
ー
B
ズの持
trigger.
つ他の技と組み合わせることで、ローズならではの個性的な動きができるようになっています。
Oh my god. Oh, but look at this. Oh god.
とても面白いキャラクターになっているので、ぜひリリースされたらプレイしてみて
The damage. That slide, that V trigger slide with the custom alpha combo. That's too powerful. Looks like Spinal. Looks like
それ
Spinal.
では最後にローズの
Yeah.
パフォーマンスを見てみましょう。
All right, so that's
運
Rose.
命とは何か教えてあげましょう
We get her pretty soon coming up here in a bit. So definitely gonna be checking her. And now we can get to what everybody was talking about online. That is the fact that we actually got a rival schools character in the game.
We'll never see any other thing
From rival schools.
any other rival school game. It's okay. We just have to accept the fact that rival schools is dead. Capcom killed it. But we do get a character, and it's just because she knows Sakura.
But they put some rival schools tech in the game though.
Yes.
Like she looks like she's playing like a rival schools character, which is very interesting.
Well, I mean, yeah, because she is a rival schools character.
Which takes me to a theory that I have that I've been saying for a while.
What's that?
I'll say it afterwards. She got records. She got air combos. She's got air combos.
Akira, now in development.
She's got air combos.
She does.
And at the end, there was a little special thing that you might have missed if you turned it off. We're gonna skip the cap jam, which was pretty cool. The cap jam was cool. They played Dan Hibiki's a thing.
His theme is actually really cool.
Yeah. Him and Zeku, I gotta say. I mean, but we know Rashido's got the best one though.
Rashid has the best. Rashido. That's all you need to hear. Oh, hey, he's her brother. He just comes down and just walks away. Bye.
And jumps away. Okay, so the theory that I had that I've been holding on to for a while is the fact that Capcom is because we got Akira with some of her moves from her game, right? We got Oro with the double jump. We got a bunch of the not Streets of Rage, but a bunch of the Final Fight characters in the game now, right? From all the different classes doing some of their moves. I think Street Fighter can just do its own mashup game, but just it be Street Fighter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like every character from it's like a King of the Fighters situation, but for Street Fighter. So like all their games, they're kind of already doing it. All their games that they have, from the even the obscure stuff, like the robot fighting games and stuff like that. Just put them all in one game, have a KOF type situation, and every character plays like their game, but in like a versus game, but more King of the Capcom fighters.
That'd be nice. They tried that. Didn't they try that a while ago?
Not in the versus game. Not with their own in-house. They've never done only their games. It's always Capcom versus SNK, Capcom versus.
No, I'm pretty sure they did. They did. Wasn't Capcom Fighting Generation that?
But I think SNK was with that in that.
No, it wasn't.
Was
Capcom Fighting Generation. Not
did that come out? That came out like 99, 2000.
It was not a great game.
Yeah, it played. I feel like I played it, and I feel like it played like the first Capcom SNK. Not the good Capcom SNK 2 that everybody loves.
No. The first one wasn't bad though. Because I remember playing, but Capcom Fighting Evolution was it was just not Fighting Generation, Fighting Evolution.
Okay,
it was
I think I remember.
Not a great game. It was not a great game. It had Street Fighter characters, Darkstalker characters, and Red Earth characters.
So they do have a history of doing it.
Yeah, they do have a history of doing that stuff, and that's before they decided where they partnered with doing like the Marvel stuff with like X-Men versus Street Fighter, Capcom Superheroes versus Street Fighter, or not Capcom, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, stuff like that. So, and then also like Marvel Superheroes with Children of the Atom, I think was technically like the first game that like did it, where they went outside of their like wheelhouse of their own IPs and stuff like that. I really think that what IPs can he really pull from now, though? I mean,
they kind of have everybody. Street Fighter is kind of like the lore that connects every game that they have, right?
Kind of, sort of. Some IPs don't connect.
Yeah, but some of those more obscure IPs, like bringing Jin in from God, what was the mech game?
The mech fighting game. I forget
the
what
mech fighting
called.
game. And and maybe even some of those beat 'em ups that we played in the.
The only ones that they tied together between Street Fighter and other stuff would be what?
Final Fight.
Final Fight, Rival Schools.
Strider.
They just did it with Strider because for the longest time Strider wasn't connected to it, but they just did it with Strider.
And now the Rival Schools.
No, I already said Rival Schools because they already tied Rival Schools with the first Rival Schools because Hinata is best friends with Sakura, who's been in multiple games and stuff like that, and she appeared in Rival Schools, and Sakura appeared in Rival Schools. So that's been one for a while. The Strider, I think, is the latest one where they kind of like tied it in together because Final Fight we've had Guy and Cody in multiple titles. Birdie's a Street Fighter character.
Birdie's in Final Fight.
No, he was the first in Final Fight. Final Fight. So Birdie first in Final Fight. Hugo first in Final Fight.
Yeah, Hugo.
We've already got like the overlap before, and they're kind of like adding a few more characters, but there's like other IPs haven't crossed over with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So outside of like the shared universe thing, not like like what we had the Marvel vs. Capcom series stuff, like shared universe stuff.
Yeah,
there's not
the versus stuff is its own thing.
Yeah, because I don't think even the Darkstalker stuff is same universe as
that would be like I would love. See, we remember we had Street Fighter 5. We thought that it was going to be a Darkstalkers kind of matchup because whatchamacallit was dead, and it was like a morbid background, like a funeral or graveyard.
It was the whole zombie.
Was like
thing.
It
would have. I think it would have been interesting to introduce that, but I also think it would have been really convoluted because they were more trying to push the whole story with the Illuminati and Seth and Urian.
Like I just think that if Capcom really wanted to do a versus a crossover tag game, they don't actually have to link up with any other kind of like game. I think they could just do it with their own Capcom IPs. But that's that. We'll see what Street Fighter 6 has to offer, and if anything, they're working with what character did you see that played to your sensibilities the most that you're like, I can't wait to get my hands on that, if any?
I kind of want to see Akira because I wasn't a big fan of Oro. Rose is also pretty interesting, so I'd say like Akira and Rose are kind of like high up. I didn't play a lot of Rival Schools. It kind of makes me want to go see if I can find
really fun
a copy of it.
It's a really fun game.
Play it.
2v2.
But Akira is kind of like tickling my fancy a lot. I like the tough girl characters. Besides Guile, because Guile is not a tough girl character. He's American. I'm impressed. I'm out of those characters right there. I gotta say that I'm the most intrigued by Oro. I mean, I think he's gonna be really cool, but Oro was super hard to play in Street Fighter 3, for me anyway. And I want to see what kind of mix-ups that he'll be able to do. I'd rather watch him play than to play with him. With Rose, I'd rather watch some of her stuff and then try some of her stuff. And with Akira, I think Akira will be a good launching point to maybe try to figure out, try to play like more of a up close fighter character. Because only up close fighter character that I've been playing with is Cammy. I'm kind of like Cammy.
I mean, she works.
I mean, that's the thing. She works.
So. I definitely Oro tickled my fancy the most. I enjoy characters that are difficult to play or stance characters and any stuff like that. So Oro was kind of like, and a double jump. The fact he has a double jump and the turtle.
Yes,
the turtle. The turtle sold me.
I'm glad that they flavor texted his not using one arm with a turtle. Like usually it was he has his hand inside of his clothing, he doesn't use it. But now it's like, he's holding the turtle, so the turtle is the reason why he's not using two hands. And I wonder what the knockout animation is going to be. If he's going to get knocked out and he's going to like protect the turtle.
We didn't even see a super.
Yeah, we didn't see a super either because his previous super or one of his previous supers they changed
V-trigger. Is V-trigger.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting.
So the fact that he has an air grab and a ground grab also makes me like go and he's got the mix-ups potential, and just to see what his like close range. And I want to see what his little fireball does too. So Oro is I like the oldest character in the game. So Oro is definitely tickled my fancy the most. I never liked Rose's gameplay style, but her having the Alpha 2 zero like double hits makes me kind of want to try her out. And Akira, I got air combos. So if I got any kind of air combos that I can perform, I'm in. So it goes for me. Oro, most excited. Rose, I want to try out, and Akira, I want to do air combos. So that's kind of where I am right now. But if this is any indication of what Street Fighter 6 is going to be, because you remember at the end of Street Fighter 4, we got an indication of what Street Fighter 5 would be like with the more combo based, more move sets, like that. We got the V triggers and everything like that. From the last season of Street Fighter 5, we're getting characters that have extremely different play styles and characters that have many ways to approach and more defensive options. So hopefully in Street Fighter 6 we can see more defensive options, more ways to approach, and different character play styles.
Yes, I can totally agree. I think fighting games in general need more defensive options. Different play style. I kind of think most fighting games nowadays are doing a lot better with that. But the biggest thing I think that can kill a fighting game is if it does or does not have defensive options. Because most games it feels like you're just in neutral and you're just playing footsies until somebody messes up.
Then you're watching a combo.
And then I'm comboed into oblivion because I messed up this one thing, or I combo this person into oblivion because they messed up one thing. There's like need to be ways to break out of a thing, kind of like your combo breaker, or was it the breakouts from MK?
Yeah, MK has got
and now in Street Fighter we have V shift. So
even Soul Calibur has a way for you to like air out to get out the combo from if you're stuck in it. You know, so more defense options and more tutorials on how to use the defense options would be help too. You know, I would think.
Harada, get on it. We need that for tech.
And of course, as we say on every episode, no rollback.
No rollback, no buy. Hashtag no rollback, no buy.
All right, let us know what characters you guys are excited for. Those are all the characters in the Street Fighter. Hopefully we can get some balance patches too going again. They did announce the dates for the Capcom Cup 2021. They'll all be online. So Street Fighter Online.
Maybe we'll see more Ken.
We'll see more Ken on the ground. That's going to do it for this morning, gamer. This morning, FGC. Good morning, FGC. I'm hurting, but I'm Red K.
I'm the loneliest wolf by choice.
And we out. Peace.